All right, hashtag Tom Brady, due to be a free agent. Well, what's that face there, Tom? That was the first time I've ever seen him make an unappealing face in his life. I didn't think he was capable of it. I didn't think the Botox allowed his nose to scrunch up like that.
I bet most people would still think it's handsome, though.
Yeah, it's fair. You're probably right. His worst face is better than our best face.
No doubt.
Tom Brady, due to become a free agent. And out of the blue, last night, we're gathered at the PFT dinner. And this comes through at 6:36 p.m. Eastern. It's an MC Escher.
MC Escher?
MC Escher.
Oh, that's
Ben Davies.
Ben Davies came through.
The paintings where the more you look at it, you can't tell what it is.
Right.
The stairs going up or are they going down? Is the water falling up or is it down? Or where does it end and where does it start? I can't tell what this is. This is a riddle. This is an amazing photo because you can't tell if he's walking into Gillette Stadium or walking out of Gillette Stadium. And the more I look at it, the more confused I am. The top half of his body looks like it's walking in. The bottom half of his body looks like it's walking out.
I feel like the hands, though, when you really blow it up, look like he's walking towards the camera. And the other thing I look at is where that foot is. That foot, his left foot to us on the picture, it's the right there. It looks like it's in front. This is cryptic, and I think this is a guy who's really smart and knows what he's doing, right? I mean, to me, this is one of those things where, if I had to put myself in his shoes or just being around football all my life with football players and what they're thinking, he doesn't like how things are going. He's not getting the answers he wants from New England right now. I would imagine and so he's kind of saying like, whoa, I'm halfway out the tunnel here right now. We're not going anywhere right now with our talk and negotiation or what I'm hearing from New England on their side.
And that's a great point because other teams may look at this situation and say, why do we want to be the pawn? Why do we want to be the team that becomes the leverage to get a deal done between Tom Brady and the New England Patriots? He's not leaving. We don't believe he's leaving.
Right.
We're not even going to entertain the possibility of pursuing him because we don't think he's leaving. This is the kind of thing that could get a general manager or head coach to have a conversation and say,
right,
maybe he is leaving. Maybe we
should
should call Don Yee and have a hypothetical conversation that never happened. And, folks, those happen all the time.
Yes,
we
do.
know that. And
right.
They're happening now for guys who are going to be free agents. Hypothetical discussions about what it would take, about whether or not there's interest. All this needs to be done ahead of time. Peter King was talking the other day about how the Patriots want an answer from Brady 3 days before free agency. He will know well before then.
No doubt.
Everyone will know within his circle what he's going to do.
He's going to know in the next 2 to 3 weeks, don't you think?
And I think he's
heard a little now.
I think that this is the message. Whether he's coming or going, this is the message. I'm in play.
Yeah,
I am in play.
Right. I'm not on the field. I'm in the middle right now, and who knows where it's going to go.
And it's the open invitation to anyone out there to contact his agent and begin the process of hashing out possibilities, ideas, contract numbers, whatever it may be. And, the folks in Boston, I was on one of the Boston stations that's up here, 98.5, the Sports Hub, with Felger and Maz yesterday. And the Patriots fans are wired to blame Robert Kraft if this falls apart, which is astounding to me.
Astounding.
The guy's been with the team for 20 years.
Yep.
He's a free agent. If he doesn't want to be there, how can you blame the owner of the team for him not wanting to be there? And if he doesn't want to be there for football reasons, it's not Robert Kraft's fault.
Right.
It's a Bill Belichick call.
Well, yeah. That's really what it is. First off, fans out there, yes. Robert Kraft wants Tom Brady back, definitely. But New England became New England because they make smart decisions. Bill Belichick, who's coming towards the end of his lifeline, right, as far as an NFL head coach, he doesn't want to ruin his last 3 or 4 years or 5 years as a head coach because he got put in salary cap hell from Tom Brady
why do you
either.
Think he's only going to be around 3? I think he's got 10 more years.
Well, maybe 10.
Right.
But either way, he's not going to want to destroy his team, post Tom Brady and just go, oh, okay, damn, I can't sign 4 or 5 free agents because we're still in a salary cap situation from Tom Brady. This is what made New England awesome, everybody. So we can't be mad that Bill Belichick wants to continue to make the organization awesome. And yeah, Mr. Kraft is we know he loves Tom Brady. I respect that about Mr. Kraft more than anything, I think, and any other owner in football, how he's had the back of Tom Brady and he's constantly there. But he's also a smart owner into where, for the better part of the time, he always lets Bill Belichick make the decision. He knows he's a master football mind. And I would just have a hard time thinking Bill, all right, in my heart of hearts, and this is no knowledge or inside info here, that Bill is going to be willing to pay Tom Brady some huge 1-year number or 2-year number that, one, can put them in the salary cap issues, but two, Bill's going to go, the play doesn't justify that number. You know, just from anybody I know, and of course I know people in New England and I've been there and all that, that's just not the way things will operate. He's not going to do that. He, you know, as I've always said, if he thinks you're worth 4 cents, he's not going to give you 5 cents. And I think Bill is going to look at it and go, wait, with, you know, 2 years, $60 million? And he's going to say, but Tom didn't play like a top 10 quarterback last year. He
didn't play like a top 20 quarterback last year.
Listen, Tom he's borderline in the top half of football anymore. I would say that's the truth of the matter. I'm sorry. It doesn't make me proud to say that, but I think from what I saw towards the end of the year, the playoffs, things like that, you know, I think roughly, yeah, he's probably in the middle somewhere in football right now. You're right. It's somewhere between probably 16 and 20, 16 and 21. That's just the reality of the situation. You could still win that way, but it's hard, and a guy like Belichick is not going to sit there and just go, oh, here's a blank check for everything you have done.
And, Chris, here's the other side of it, too. At some point, they have to rip the Band-Aid off of the Tom Brady relationship.
Exactly.
It's got to end.
Exactly.
So what do? Do you kick the can for another year or two when you have an opportunity, unprecedented opportunity, to find a free agent quarterback?
Right.
You can sign Teddy Bridgewater. You can draft somebody. You can make a play for Taysom Hill if you want to. There's 1,000 different ways you can go.
Yeah.
You could get Phillip Rivers if you want Phillip Rivers as a stopgap while Jarrett Stidham continues to learn the craft.
Right.
Peter King has been suggesting in not so subtle terms that Andy Dalton may be the next quarterback of the New England Patriots. One of those things that he says it in a way where it feels like there's maybe something there
behind it. Right.
He knows something that we don't know.
Right.
So there's so many different ways they can go. And if they re-up with Tom Brady, next year that opportunity may not be there.
No.
This is the perfect time for the Patriots to say, look, it's going to end at some point. He's not playing until he's 50. We've seen a regression. I'm surprised, frankly, that Patriots fans, who I regard as among the smartest fans in football, who get it, who understand it.
I do.
Matt Casey just vomited.
He's a
that
Jets
suggestion.
fan, though. You can't listen to Matt Casey on this topic.
I'm surprised that they would be inclined to place blame on anyone other than Tom Brady for choosing to leave. And if it's not Tom Brady, you put the blame on Bill Belichick. And the X factor in all of this is Mrs. Brady.
Yeah, no, and you've said that from the start. I agree with you.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with that.
We can't overlook the fact that she has tolerated Tom Brady playing well beyond the normal football expiration date. And he keeps going one more year and one more year and one more year. And at some point, what she wants, where she wants to live, where she wants to be, where she wants to raise her family becomes a factor.
Right.
And we don't know. It's not like she's going to come out and say so. But behind the curtain, that's got to be one of the factors.
I feel like New England fans, okay, and I'm with you, and I've said this, and I know New England fans don't think I like the Patriots and Brady and all that. It's just false, okay? But I do feel like New England fans are almost willing to sacrifice the strength or the goodness of the team to protect Brady's legacy, right? As compared to the 49ers, where it was like, yeah, we don't want to see Joe Montana go, but we know Steve Young's awesome, and we're going to win more Super Bowls with him, right?
So they'd rather keep Brady and be a team that gets bounced out of the wild card round of the playoffs than have Brady go somewhere else and potentially add to his legacy with another team.
I feel like that to a degree, or not like let the Patriots be successful without Brady there. I don't know if they like that either, and we'll be right back with PFT right after this.
Well done.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.